Hello, guys. How are we doing? I hope you can hear me. Just check the sound and everything. Um, right, I started a couple of minutes early. I hope you'll forgive me for it. The reason being that I have, I'm out and about, and I totally neglected to think that I would probably need a whiteboard and everything for this video. Okay. Um, but so basically, I've stopped because I thought, well, I should really talk to you and sort of, let you know what the score is and what's going on. But I have stopped in an area where I'm hoping I'm hiding from the traffic warden. But I can see both ways. So if I stand at the end, it's because they're coming and they're brutal here in Durham. Um, so basically, I just want to sort of really quickly, I'm going to go through this in more detail when I get to a whiteboard on another live. We'll do it more extensively. But um, the, the thing that there's a little acronym that I like to use, which before you think about becoming a network marketer, if you're a network marketer now, you've come into the industry and you haven't really thought it through. You just did it on a whim and a prayer, which we've all done. We've all done it, guys, and that's why I came up with this acronym. And the acronym is WTF, and it doesn't stand for what the which you can imagine it could do, couldn't it? And sometimes it does when you've got it wrong. Um, and we've all done that as well. We've all got it wrong. So the WTF, consider this or if you're in network marketing, why you've come into it. So that W is for why. Okay, why did you choose network marketing? Why do you want to do it? What is your goal? What is your motive for doing it? Okay. If it's just for, you know, not having a boss, that's probably the wrong motive. You've got to um know that you don't want a boss because you want to earn more money, you want more freedom. Something has to be your why. Okay. You can't buy that dream home on what you're earning now. You can't, so you've got to have a why. So once you've got the why, you've got a reason to start thinking about what you're going to do and where you're going to go with it. And then the next thing on the W is when, guys. When are you going to start it? Now, excuse me. Excuse me. Now, you might be thinking, do you know what? I've retire in a year's time, and that's when I'm going to start doing it. Well, you're probably looking at it too early. You need to be ready to take it on, full force, because it's not something you muck about with. If you're going to be successful in it, you've got to go full on, and you've got to, even if you're part time, you've still got to be full on in that time that you're doing it, and you've got to be committed. Now, in a year, when you retire, things could have changed an awful lot. So everything you're looking at now, everything you're reviewing now, the companies that you're looking at, stuff like that, might not even be there in a year's time. So you need to be current with what you're going to be doing, okay? Because it's a skill, network marketing. And the skill is being able to being teachable and being able to put that knowledge into good use. Okay. Now, what you don't want to do is fill your mind up with all stuff that's likely to change. It's ever evolving, network marketing, the way that we promote our businesses, the way that we prospect, the way that we everything we do, the actual businesses are changing all the time. Okay, when I started off in network marketing before computers, I'm talking about, you know, before they were ever here, we were talking about Amway and we were Clean Easy. They were the leaders in network marketing. Okay, and now we have cryptocurrencies around. We have CBD oils, something that was banned up until recently. So all these things are changing. What's going to be here in a year's time? Who knows? But you know, if you're thinking that you want to start learning about a company now, prior to when you start, then you need to be looking at a company that's been around for a while and that is going to it's here for the long haul. Something that isn't going to be influenced by change in the way that people buy and the way that people use services. Okay, one of the companies that actually fell foul to that was Clean Easy. People came away from, you know, the door knocking and stuff like that, and putting catalogues on the door, through the door, and people buying at home, sitting in front of the television. They get in from work, they have a browse through a catalogue, they put their order in, because people like buying, guys. You have to understand that, right? And they put that catalogue, put the little slip out for the person to come around in a couple of days' time. That's all changed. Why did it change? Because it's so easy now to go onto a phone, a computer, whatever, and go, right, let's have a look at lots of different things that we actually want. We're not looking at things because they're the only things that are being put in front of us. As was Clean Easy, you looked at their book, and that's what you were given. Now we have massive choice, and we go online, and we can instantly get hundreds of different offers on the same products and services. Okay, so that's where we've gone. So that died out. Okay, things like that happening all the time. It's if you look at things like the milkman. Well, the milkman hopefully is coming back in, but the milkman disappeared because it was too convenient for everyone to go to the supermarket and buy stuff dirt cheap and get everything in one go. So that sort of died out. So these are things that you've got to bear in mind. It could change. Things that you're looking at now might be changed. So the when, that's what you got to decide, and then get prepped for that. Now the T stands for same sort of thing, guys. Timing. Okay, you've got to get the timing right. The timing has to be when you are fully focused. Don't come in and think, oh, I'm having a bad time, I need to earn some money. Go into something half-heartedly, you don't really want to do it. It's wrong. The timing's got to be right. You've got to be, your mindset's got to be right, and your reasoning's got to be right. That's that timing. Okay, and the next T is time. How much time are you going to give to it? If you think you're going to build a network marketing business on half an hour a week, it ain't going to work, guys. Okay. It's not going to work on 2 hours. People will tell you it can work on 2 hours, and people will tell you, and I suppose it can, but you need to be about 10 years old and expecting to make a decent income by the time you're 100. Okay. Even on a part-time basis, you want to be putting in 10 hours a week. Okay. That's on part-time, that's on top of your job. And that's minimum, I'd say, so you need to be aware of these things. Okay. So you've got to be, don't try doing it when you have no time. Now, people do it. They're masters at this sort of thing. There's busy mums that have got children, and they go to work, and they come in from work, and they take one kid swimming, and then they go off and they drop the other kid off at, gymnastics or something, and then they're back, and then they're cooking the dinner, and yet they still find the time to build a successful network marketing business. Okay, but is that you? It's not me. Okay, so you need to decide what time can you give to this, and be committed to that time. It's not, do you know what, I'll do 8 hours, and then you start working, and then week one you do 8-10 hours, and by the week 4 you're going, oh, I've got this appointment, I've got this to do. I'll make it up next week. I'll do 5 hours this week, I'll make it up next week. Guys, it doesn't work like that. Building a network marketing business is a daily routine. Okay, whether you like it or not, you need to be contacting people. However you do it, you need to reach out to people, and you need to be building your list. Simple as. Okay. Now, the T, the F. The F is looking forward. Okay, things are going to change. You're going to get to a point where they're going to change for the better if you put the effort in the beginning. Okay, and you've built that list and you're working that list, then things are going to get slightly easier. But then you're going to have teams to look after. You've introduced people into your business. You're going to have people that you've got to look after. Okay, that's a responsibility. Network marketing doesn't work as a sole person. Okay, you're a sole trader in that, and you are by yourself. Okay, that doesn't work in network marketing. You need to have a team. They're the ones that earn you your income. Okay, you don't want to be going around selling your products or services 24/7 to make a living, because that's what you're doing in your job. Okay, if you want it to work, you've got to build a team. Okay, so then you become responsible. You become responsible for, training of these people. Where do you get your training material from? Do you do it yourself? Where do you send them? What do you do with them when they come to join? What do you say to them when you're speaking to them? are you going to help them build? Generally going to put the time in, and are you going to care about those people you take under your wing? Because you can't bring them in and then just abandon them, guys. It's not going to work. You've got to bring them in and you've got to look after them. So that's looking forward. You know, when you get to a certain stage in your business, what's the next stage? What happens if the business you've come into collapses? Yeah, that, you know, like you let's say you're working in a job, a job, yeah, just over broke, and you're doing that, and that business folds. This is what it's like if you're network marketing. It's your business, guys. What happens if the company that you're working with, and the company that's supplying, the sales, products and services and all this sort of stuff, and the market material, what happens if that goes down? Have you thought about that? You need to think about it, because no one's going to pay you redundancy when it happens. Nobody's going to give you a payoff because the firm collapsed. It's not going to happen, guys. Okay, so you've got to think about these things. What happens when you go on holiday? Hang on, your business is still with you. Okay, it's not like where you get 2 weeks off, from your firm, and they pay you, and you got to forget all about your firm, and you go and lie on the beach for 2 weeks. No, people still want you when you're a network marketer. Your business still needs you. Okay, you've got to think of all these things. It's a fact. You've got a plan for the future, and you've gone into this for a reason. You've broken off, and you've gone into the biggest industry in the world is network marketing, and that, yeah. And you've gone into that, and you've done it for a reason. So you've got to think about the what ifs, okay? And you've got to understand that I don't want to put this too harshly, but you don't sleep, in the sense that you're always thinking about the next move. You've got to be ahead of the competition, okay? As Grant Cardone says, don't compete with the competition. What does he say? What's the word he uses? You don't compete with the competition. You basically you run ahead, you dominate. You dominate your field. Okay, you need to be aiming for that all the time, because if I don't get you as a distributor working with me, somebody else probably will. So you've got to be doing everything. You're not going to get everyone, obviously, but you need to be doing everything you can to get as many people as you can. Whether that's building a team that also do that and build your business, or if you're starting out, it's you constantly doing that. So think forward about, what happens when I'm on a holiday? What happens when, we've got that birthday party, but I've got 3 Zoom calls with possible connection, with good connections, So guys, that's what I wanted to say to you. Hopefully it's, if you're watching this, I can't see if there's anyone here at the moment. Live viewers, comments. I can't even see any comments. I don't know. I'm doing this on my phone. First time I've ever done it on my phone. So here's the bottom line, guys. Before you start, or if you got into it, think of why did you do it? Why did you do it? Okay. And if you're thinking about doing it, when are you going to do it? And why are you going to do it at that? So what's your motivation behind picking that time? Okay, so that's the 2 things on the W. The T is time. How much time you're going to give to it, guys, and the timing. Okay, is the timing right for you, mentally, physically, home wise, everything that goes with it? And then the F. Think about looking forward and what's going to happen in a year's time, 2 years' time. What happens if the company fails? What happens if it's not business for you and you've got to change? Think of all these things, guys, before you go into it, because we don't have any backup. Okay, there is no pension, there is no redundancy pay, there is no job centre as such. There's nothing like that when you're network marketing, guys. You are the leader of your own destination. So drop us a comment, guys. And if you've got questions, please ask them in the comments. I will reply to them, and give us some comments. let us know. Let us know what you think. And as I say, we'll do this properly on a whiteboard one day. We'll go more into depth on stuff. So thanks for watching on the replay. Let me know you're watching on the replay, but just putting replay in. And yeah, by all means, tag your teams and stuff. I've got lots of good stuff coming our way, guys. I've got lots of stuff to help you, free stuff. That is brand new. It's not so I haven't pinched it from anyone, but brand new stuff that's going to help you, freebies to build your business. Okay, so take care, and I'll catch you all later.